Hello, 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 and welcome back. Welcome back, I suppose, to Blades in the Dark. My name is John, and I am joined by Sean,
Hello.
by Tanny,
Hello. Oh God, music.
and by somebody who is controlling the music. It's Sean.
It's me!
Yeah.
I don't. Does Blades in the Dark have a specific name for the storyteller?
I don't think so. I think they're just the storyteller, the GM, the MC, the guy who does the telling.
We're joined
The
by
one in
the
the
guy
shadow.
who does the telling, Sean,
Me.
who's going to be doing the telling.
Oh, I'm telling you.
So, do you want to start off by telling us stuff?
Nah.
Oh, okay. We'll just sit here
What
then.
do you want me to? What do you want me to tell? A recap?
Story, possibly.
Recap for the
Start with a recap, a brief recap of.
Well,
or do you want us to recap based on the recap you gave us before we started to cap?
I will do the recap.
E.
Last time on Blades in the Dark.
2 years ago.
Last time on The Walking Dead. Previously, many moons ago, our scoundrels, our little group of ne'er-do-wells who were residing in the city of Doskval, were gathered together by a mysterious individual known as the Engineer. During this, they were sent to work with a particular individual. With the guidance of the Engineer, they were sent to work alongside Bazo Baz, who was a leader of the Lampblacks, a major gang within Doskval, who was concerned about the safety of his daughter and their partner, as a ghost was killing newlyweds or soon-to-be newlyweds horribly within the city, and he wanted a means to stop this spirit from doing that to his daughter and their partner. So
I
you were sent
suppose a reasonable request.
a very reasonable request, and as this was being helped with the Engineer, it is not that bad idea to get on the good side of someone as powerful as Bazo Baz. So you were sent to multiple places throughout the city. You were sent to a lockdown rail station to get a weapon from a train car that was being not necessarily smuggled into the city, but either way, coming into the city. And you were sent to an abandoned manor house that was being used as a storage facility by a very powerful man known as Lord Skurlock. But you gathered this weapon from the train. You gathered the spirit jar that you were getting from this abandoned manor house. Along the way, also gathering a helpful butler ghost to be your little to buttle for you. And then you were set. Then after you gathered these items, you went into the dark alleys of Doskval, following a hapless goon of the Lampblacks, who was also soon to be married, in order to draw the Scarlet Bride out. And out she was drawn, and a fight ensued in which you managed to capture the Scarlet Bride, thus protecting all the soon-to-be marrieds and newlyweds of Doskval, but in particular the daughter and spouse of Bazo Baz.
But also, Bait went free.
Bait went free. Moister than he was before. Free.
Survived.
Yeah.
So yeah, you managed to defeat the ghosty. You were invited to the wedding. You had little sausages on sticks. It was all good. And you gained a powerful friend in the form of Bazo Baz. And after all was said and done, the engineer, having guided your group to be a tighter knit little ragtag group of ne'er-do-wells, gifted you a warehouse within the docks of Doskvol, for which you can plan your moves and go about your skullduggery in not necessarily peace, but out of prying eyes.
Yeah. Lovely.
And that's roughly where we left it. So yeah.
We did good. We did good.
You did do good. It's been a few months since this. You've done your various works as you've gone about. You've earned some coin. You've lost some coin. You've done some little odd jobs here and there. And yeah, but what kind of in the meantime, in the interim, like it's been a couple of months, what kind of things would you have been up to? Go around the thing. John first. I'm going to go by the names on the bottom of the screen here. What would Thunder have been doing in these months?
I think for the most part, he's like, unless the group is working together, he's been listening on the streets. He knows corners to sit at with a hat on the ground, expecting money to go into said hat.
Yeah.
And just listen to people passing by, because people speak.
People do speak.
He just sort of sits and mumbles to himself.
Just mum, fucking people go around here, fucking doing all this kind of shit. Fucking hell, just. So let's have a look here. So yeah, it's like I'm gonna roll something off.
Ooh.
Off into the distance.
Oh my.
I'm gonna roll something to see, because there are rumors. There are rumors.
Ooh.
Some of them are useful. Most of them are rubbish.
Rumor has it.
I might find one of them.
Might find one of them. So yeah, just one of the ones that really kind of like a lot of the ones you. So it's, sadly, most of what you heard, in fact, practically all of what you heard, were just random nonsense.
Fucking rubbish.
Like, just like, but one in particular you remember and very distinctly, and you can't get it out of your head. Weirdly, is like one time these two guys were going past, and you just overhear. It's one of those things you just catch a snippet of the conversation, and you're like, what did I just hear? It's like, so you just hear one of them go, so you punched the guy out of his pants. Says, well, they're all kind of loose, I guess, but boots came off too. Seeing this pregnant wife come at me, what are you supposed to do about that? That's the one that's...
You?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, but yeah, you don't really hear much. You hear just like the odd like thing, like complaining about the price of something going up. Complain.
That's very
Weirdly, a
cheap.
couple of people complaining about the price going down of some stuff, which makes them suspicious. But yeah, not much. You got like I said, at the top of it, you all gained some money and you all lost some money. So you kind of ended up roughly even with what you had. But yeah, you sadly don't find out much of use or much of interest, really, not use. You know that guy can punch a guy out of his pants if they're loose enough.
Either way, I'll make note of that and also let the rest of the crew know that I found a guy that can punch people out of their pants.
Which is, might be useful.
In case we
Make
need
sure
such
you're
a
wearing a
thing.
belt. Is this what we're learning from this?
Make sure you wear a belt.
Or like braces, or 2 pairs of pants, maybe.
2 pairs of pants, because that will confuse him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll punch you out of your pants, and you'll still be wearing pants.
You'll be like, oh, God!
Or, I don't know, maybe a skirt. Don't know.
And he won't know what. Then he won't know what's happening.
Dress. Punch. Yeah.
Hicks.
Oh.
What has Hicks been up to in the intervening months?
Oh, she's been committing crime, you know?
Committing crimes in this law-abiding city?
That doesn't sound honest.
She's just doing what she knows best, doing a bit of burglaring, hanging out, doing some dirty bits.
Doing some dirty bit.
She says she's just basically like been, she's just been doing her job, like going on burglaring. Can't help it. Doing her work of infiltrating.
Yeah, just being a sneaky bastard.
Yeah.
In all ways, shapes, and like I said, you've earned some coin, you've lost some coin, you've earned some bits, you've gotten some knickknacks that you've put around the hideout, and
just a very, very ornate looking lamp.
Really
Hey, that's where the chaise lounge goes.
Hey, no, this is my fucking space, mate, okay? I earned this fucking spot, you fuck off.
You earned.
Chaise lounge
But the thing is,
over
despite the fact she said, like, I earned my fucking space, basically, she seemed to, like, go on every space that you try to put a place on, and she's, like, fucking trying to claim it! So she's like, this is my fucking space. Like, dude, you've got a space over there! It's like, no, fucking no.
That's yours too.
Fuck yeah!
Well.
And also, besides doing the burglary and all that, she likes to fuck around with the blue coats as well by doing a little bit of vandalism with the spray paints. And then fuck
Right.
off.
There aren't spray paints in this world.
But it says street art!
You do still like get some pot paints and the brush and your daub, your various like the blue coats suck. You know,
Got them.
fucking soppy hats, all that kind of stuff. It's like, but yeah,
She tries to add a little bit of colour on the dark side, the grey areas.
which is hard to do in this world, as it's fairly
Yeah, she
dark
ain't happy
most
about
of
it.
the time.
She ain't
But
happy
you
about that.
do still try to put some colour into the walls in an anarchic kind of way.
Yeah.
And
Also, to remind everybody who's watched the previous series of this, Hicks is a Tycheris, I think she's called, where basically she ain't really human looking. She's kind of demonic in some ways, but it's covered up with scarves and goggles. So, if anything, she looks pretty like she's wrapped up for winter, but in reality, she's hiding her appearances. She doesn't have like normal human eyes. She just have pitch black eyes, skill error and everything. And basically, her mouth has been split in a way where it can just open up, almost like a bug in a way.
yeah,
Demonic.
yeah. you are from Tikaros, which is a place very far away from Doskvol. And they have kind of a demonic tint to them. But yeah, you've been doing your skullduggery shiz is what we're taking away from all that.
Yeah.
Quickly going back to John, what does your character look like from what you remember?
Thunder's just human, isn't he? He's just definitely human. It's just
Definitely human.
layers of dirt, old, very ill-fitting clothes, and a long, tattered coat. Now slightly more tattered than it was last time, because last time it was slightly tattered, but it's been a while now, so it's more tattered now.
It's not even tatted. Tattered.
Yes, it's that. It's that now. It's tattered.
Yeah.
He's got fingerless gloves. He swears he had fingers on them once, but they're gone now.
Yeah.
And he just sort of sits in the corner and looks unassuming most of the time. At some point, he's going to have a voice that'll stick, but for the moment, it just sort of goes all over the place.
It's kind of shifted from being kind of gruff and run, then to the point where he's got a cold.
The cold he coming in, and
Maybe that's his thing. It just shifts all the time.
every so often it's slightly Michael Caine.
It's now getting more towards Michael Caine.
It's nobody pays attention for long, and he's someone else.
Yeah. I think that's starting to become Holly from Red Dwarf.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, dudes.
Right, dudes?
Oh,
I
damn.
love it.
Anyway, we've gone over what Thunder and Hicks have been up to. What's Mist been up to, Sean? What's Mist been doing in these intervening months? And also, what does Mist look like as well? Because we're going over that.
So, Mist is fairly striking lady. She's wearing a nice fitted dress, leggings, mid-heel boots, quite suitably dark in her appearance. And she will have been continuing to keep up with friends in the right places. Because she came originally, her background is law as prison staff. So she will have been speaking to friends to, keep an eye on the goings on, what gangs have been doing, what rumours are coming out of prison from some of her old staff colleagues, things like that, I think.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, you've kept your ear to the ground and been schmoozing and asking questions and all that. You do know, you find out quite easily from pretty much your actions in helping the Lampblacks.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that they have been making quite a lot of plays in various places in the city because, as Bazo has kind of mentioned during your time working together, the marriage of his daughter was to the daughter of the head of the Hive.
Yes.
The Hive being technically a merchant's guild,
Mm-hmm.
but not opposed to underhanded mercantile practices.
They like money.
They like money.
Money!
And they are a very powerful force in the city. So the combination of these two families getting together has made the Lampblacks a bit more powerful. So that's good. Well, good for them. And technically good for you, because you've, once again, powerful friend.
Yeah, we're on the right side of them, so it's good for us.
So yeah, you've sorry, I just quickly noticed something here. Yep, there you go. But yeah, so that's been kind of like the big news going around the city, is how they've been making plays and making pushes against particularly the Red Sashes, who are, they're obviously another gang within the city. They are quite at heads with the Lampblacks. They mainly focus on muscle and mercenary operations. But yeah, so the Red Sashes aren't too happy. The Lampblacks are very happy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's been some brouhaha and stuff like that. But that's kind of been the main things of what's been happening around the city. But yeah. So after these many months, you've done your various works, you've tried to potter for information, and you've nicked stuff, and you find yourselves at the hideout one day. You're all, I don't know, hanging out. It's a lazy day. It's a bit of a rainy, drizzly kind of day as well.
We've had some furniture come in, so we've been in.
You've had another few phase longs come in. Mate, this just should be full of chaise longs.
Yeah, but we need 40.
I need 40. How am I supposed to sit on one and put my feet on another? While leaning on another. But yeah, so you're at the hideout. Like I said, I don't know. You're shifting this particular chaise longue like to multiple places to see where it fits best.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a knock upon. There's a big door at the front, because obviously this is an old warehouse. But there's also, it's one of those big doors with like a little door, like a normal door set into the big door. There's a knock on the little door.
Ooh.
There's some little door.
I'll do it. And Hicks will quickly just cover himself up with the scarf and goggles. Opens the door.
And at the door is Runt, who is a little messenger boy that you have pretty much been given by the engineer.
Yeah.
Oh, little Runt. Okay.
Who he is still your means of communication if you ever wanted to get in contact with the engineer, but he's also kind of just goes about trying to find jobs for you, and also your messenger boy if you want to send a message to anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, he's dripping wet. His little flat cap has got drops of water falling down. He stares up at you with these big dark eyes.
I stare back.
Is it raining?
Yeah, it's raining.
That's good. You haven't been for a swim.
There's a person at the. I'm trying to think of a good. There's a person, the lanky Leviathan. He's looking for someone to nick something.
Oh, that'll be us.
All right. Yeah. We can do that.
He said he's quite a big job, but he said to come and get you. He's like he seemed to know who I am.
Oh.
That's specifically interesting.
And so, yeah, he's at the Lanky Leviathan. That kind of points down the road where you know where the Lanky Leviathan is. It's a pub nearby.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Our reputation precedes us.
Thunder, we spoke about this. It's reputation. God,
Yeah,
mate,
that
come on.
precedes us also. And it goes ahead.
All right, let's go.
So you step out into the rain. It's not chucking down with rain, but it's that to quote a lauded bard. It's that fine rain that soaks you through.
Yeah. So
Yes.
before Hicks leaves, Rod pulls out like a wooden toy, like kind of a little twirly one. When it stands up, and you twist it, and it stays on as it twirls around fast.
Oh, like spinning top.
Spinning top, yeah. So I give it to Rod and say, "Here you go. That's the one you wanted for, right?"
Saying thanks, Hicks. That was great. If you happen to find like another, if you happen to find one of those like action watchmen thing.
Oh, Action Man, right? Yeah.
Yeah, if you could find one of them, that'd be really good as well.
Oh, okay, I'll keep an eye out for one. They're fucking expensive, they are, Donald.
That's I can pay you those. So it's no problem.
Oh no, mate. You do as a you do as a job anyway. This is my payment to you and anything. So if anything, this is our payment back.
Hicks,
What?
you ain't planning to buy him an Action Man, are you?
Oh fuck no! What do you think me for?
I was gonna say,
Jeff,
why
you
you
take
like-
me for some sort of fucking mug.
why is it matter very expensive if you're stealing it?
No. The fact is that it's become popular lately. But that's why
it's
so
become
it's
popular.
expensive. Yeah, it's very popular.
Oh,
It's popular, and I just not long watch Kill the Midwife, so I'm very fresh on this accent right now.
It's become tree.
it's popular. They're just
Poplar.
carving them out of poplar.
Anyway, he thanks you profusely and disappears off into the rain.
Let's also disappear off into the rain, but we'll go that way to the Lanky Leviathan.
Alright. You got your drum?
Yeah,
No, good. Last time you lost it.
I got a new one now.
Got a new one there.
Have I got?
So
a new
you
one
get,
there? I must have a new one.
you do
by
have a new
now.
one, yeah.
Alright.
In the previous sessions, ladies and gentlemen who may be watching, kind of broke it. But you managed to get a decent replacement for it. So you have a new drum.
Hey, you want to hear?
Not all my walking, mate. Come on. Mystic, hurry up.
Just do.
Just play some like walking music.
Like Higgs is like really close. Like, come on, Misty, hurry up. Got the information.
Yes,
Yep.
I bet you.
She's on her way. She's like put down a letter that she was writing to someone or something.
Yeah.
You're not really sure, but yeah, she puts that down.
You can see that Higgs, despite how being fucking tall, like she's if I remember correctly, she's like 5'3", Higgs is, so she's quite tiny. So she's already like beaming down the fucking Leviathan. She ain't waiting for anybody. It's like, alright, come on.
You head on down in a higgledy-piggledy kind of fashion. And you head to the Lanky Leviathan, and outside it's kind of once again it's another place that it looks like it was once a warehouse, like a relatively small warehouse, but it's been converted into a pub.
Oh,
And outside
gentrification gets you everywhere.
Yeah, no. And outside of it, there's a sign with this horrible monster painted on it. That the head starts at the top, and the body disappears off the side, and then there's a row of its body, and then there's another row of its body, and then like at the very bottom there's like a tail, and says like
Nice.
above it, Lanky Leviathan.
Oh,
They really did capture the lankiness.
that's good art. That is.
And you head inside.
Yes.
You head inside, and it's a smattering of people. It's not It's not heaving, but there's decent amount of people throughout. And there's a couple. They're drinking. There's a couple playing darts. A couple of people eating some pie of some kind. And yeah, there's a bar with a barman and everything.
Ah, fancy.
And there's a decent amount of people. You're not sure who you're here to see.
I'm gonna take a seat towards a corner, but with a good view of the bar and everywhere.
Higgs is going to come up the bar and just scan there as well.
Thunder's going to sit by the fire.
You sit by the fire. Mist sits in the brooding corner.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And Hicks heads to the bar. Pretty much as soon as you get to the bar, Hicks, there's a big meaty hand, like lands, like on the other side of the bar. The barman comes to you, slams his big meaty hand down. Says, "What gonna get you?"
Fucking hell, mate! Every time I come here, you always want to fucking slam me. Jesus, gods, mate.
Just asking what you want to drink, Hicks.
Oh, of course, all right, yeah. Yeah, first I'll have a drink, but also we're looking for somebody because someone wants us.
Oh,
And we're expecting, mate.
he's like, as he's, what would be your normal drink here?
Oh, a bit of gin and tonic.
And
With a straw.
As he like uncorks a bottle of gin and pours it into a glass.
He like,
Says, "Oh, yeah, I know. I think I know the guy. I saw Runt talking to him." And he like tops up your drink with some tonic, and he puts in just kind of like a hollow wooden tube. And pops that in, and just puts it on the bar. There's those two over there, and he points to the opposite corner from where he sits. There's and this one where it's like I mocked the brooding corner earlier. This is really the brooding corner.
Yeah,
It's
she
just
couldn't go to the corner that she wanted because people were in it. How
But
dare they.
this one, like, there's they deliberately turned the light off. Like there's like a whale oil light hanging above that table, and it's been turned off. So it's actually quite a dark, like to the point of, unless he pointed it out, you probably wouldn't have noticed people that are sat there.
Interesting.
I say sat there. One person sat there, and another person is stood behind the person sat there.
Oh. Security. Quite possibly.
Yeah. So yeah, those two over there said they wanted help from the people who helped Abazo Baz with his wedding problem.
Alrighty then. Okay. Cheer the drink and then give them the amount of price.
Yeah. Couple of coins get slid across. Very much.
Before I leave, mate, has that certain raspberry gin popped in yet? That new shipment. I've heard some good shit about that.
I know it's really hard to get hold of though. You gotta go like past the Deathlands to get it. It's on its way. It's on its way, but kind of just gives a big shrug as like, you know.
All right, okay.
Got to come from the Imperial. It's got to come from the Imperial City, and they don't like giving it away.
No, they fucking don't.
Had to grease a few palms to get it, but you know, my guys assured me that it should be on one of the next trains.
Nice. Okay, all right, I'll check you out in a minute. And then Hicks would signal Mist and Thunder over, and I'll sit right on the same table as the guy we are looking for.
Yeah, you do. So are you trying to get there before the other two, or are you?
I just get there and I sit next to him. I'm kind of plopped out with my drink.
You plump down with your drink.
You will be close behind, I assume.
You'll be close behind. And Thunder, are you be close behind as well?
Slightly more behind mist.
You really don't want to leave the fire. It's
Yeah,
very
it's
warm.
warm and it was wet outside.
Yeah, just trying to dry off. Yeah, and you get to the table, and Hicks, when you plump down, the person sat at the table doesn't react at all.
Is it suspected?
It's dark in that corner. You can tell that it's a woman, but they are dressed in almost all black, and they've got a hat on with kind of almost a veil going across their face.
I've seen a certain move to know where this is going. What?
And behind them, the person stood behind them, it's hard to tell who they are, like whether they are male, female, or other, because they are
Right.
wearing a thick black cloak with the hood over them.
Alright. Hicks will start speaking up, so and go like just proper like slouch down, leg over the leg, kind of like proper like relax themselves. So little runt told me that you've had a chat with them, wanting a little help. Is that correct?
It's a bit of a pause. Yes. I heard you could be trusted to possibly obtain a thing for me.
Yeah. We can do that. We're quite good at that. And depending on the item and depending on where and when, really.
Where are your cohorts?
They're nearby. We were confused of who you were, so we'll kind of spread it out.
By this point, Mist will grab a chair and sit.
Yeah. Let's introduce ourselves, shall we? She puts her hand out, so name's Hicks.
She doesn't reach for your hand.
Well, okay. This is my mate Mist, and over there that's Thunder.
A pleasure to meet you all.
And you are?
My name is Gwyneth.
Gwyneth, huh? Alright.
Yes.
Well, Miss Gwyneth, pleasure to meet you. So, what is it that you want us looking into, huh?
I am a collector of oddities and curios, specifically from the Deadlands. One such item has recently been found and is going to be unveiled at a ball at the museum in 2 nights' time. I would like this curio.
As Hicks is listening into Gwyneth, I would say, like, in the past, as both, like, as Hicks and Mist and Thunder and also Cheshire getting to want to know each other, it got to the point where it was difficult to read Hicks's face because she is covered with her clothing. And so she begins to teach everybody how to let them know what she's thinking through her hands, especially on table. So as she is listening to Gwyneth, she taps her middle finger on the table, like, just proper tapping it in a normal manner. And for Miss to see that this is odd. She sounds odd in a way, like she has kind of like interesting kind of finger notes, but she can tell like this one is like in a manner of like, this is fucking odd.
Just tapping out, the fuck's wrong with this lady?
Yeah.
Morse code.
It's just normal tapping, like as a middle finger, like this is weird
Oh,
Yeah,
that's,
this is odd.
kind of thing. This
that's
is like
an normal way
a
to be
single,
tapping
like
on the table.
she places her hand like completely flat, like You fucking kidding me?
He doesn't say that out loud.
No.
Yeah. In Thunder's inner monologue, that's a normal way to tap a table.
So, this curio, whose possession is it in currently, and where will it be going? I assume it will be travelling some route.
It is currently within the museum. The Museum of Deadland History in Brightstone. That is where it shall stay as well. It is going to be displayed there.
Well, I've been to Brightstone for a while now, actually. Wouldn't mind popping there for a little visit anyway, right? I don't suppose whatever this relic, this curio you're looking for. Do you know? Can you tell us what the description of it is in a way? You know, just to help narrow the search down. You know.
It is
Well,
a
I assume they'll tell
skull.
us more.
It is a skull made of emerald with outcroppings on its head like a crown.
Oh, I'll say that is a very nice
It has
piece.
an odd property, though.
Oh.
It is known and will be labeled as the Screaming Skull. If flesh is touched upon it, it will scream and burn those who hold it.
Bring a bag.
I'm already wearing gloves, mate.
It would be advisable to not touch it with your bare hands or any part of your flesh.
That's perfect for Hicks.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm going to admit though, thankfully, if I was to go and grab this and then immediately hearing, you know, the budgeting, like the bargaining of it when you hear about the screaming soul stops there, and I was like, oh, that's so. But if it's just a collection thing, then that's all fine with me. But you know, if you've got to sell this, right? Then yeah, stop with that, mate. But no worries. We're all looking forward to getting that for you. But in the meantime.
As I said, in 2 nights there will be a ball to unveil this curio. It will be up to you whether you wish to try to procure it before, during, or after this event, but I felt it pertinent to mention.
That is important.
Yeah, no worries, yeah, mate, no worries, we can totally get it for you. So you want to do it in 2 days' time, or do you want to do it before 2 days' time? You know, 2 days' time, 2 days before, that'd be great.
As she said, it's up to us.
Yeah, that's totally, that's brilliant, yeah. Well, if anything, we'll get prepped up, and Mister, you're good at how about we start discussing about payments, huh?
You will be rewarded handsomely for this endeavor.
Okay.
And the person behind her, like, out of their cloak, pulls a pouch of coin and places it on the table. There's a good, like, I'm trying to think how much is a decent amount of coin in this place. Like, it's a decent, like, 10 coin, which is a very nice amount.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously split amongst all of you, but still a decent amount.
It's solid.
And you shall be paid more once it is completed.
Like the sound of that, yeah.
Indeed.
Well then.
Mist is sat just pondering, like, trying to think through lists of people that might know stuff. You can just see that she's not completely phased out, but she's just processing.
She's doing a heckin' ponder.
Yeah, the cogs are working and back up there, so. Well then, is there a time and date where we can see you after sending you that back this at all? Like, is there anyone you want us to, like, come afterwards with the skull?
Return here once the task is completed.
Okay.
She just sits there in silence.
We'll see you in 1 to 2 to 3 days.
Thank you.
May I ask, what's your fascination with the collecting? It's an intriguing endeavour.
I just have a fascination with the odd and mysterious. Things that cannot be explained are fascinating.
Yes, I do quite agree, though I tend to be more intrigued by people. Just as odd and interesting, if you know the right questions.
Yes.
Well then. Well, how about we get going then and get this all prepped and ready? Shall we, Mist and Thunder?
We should indeed.
Yes.
There will be a lot of planning to do, I feel.
As you guys were getting ready, she'll quickly just slightly open up the scarf and just quickly like slurp up all gin tonic. Oh, love that shit. And then just proceed to get up and go. Waves at the bartender, like as in, thanks for the drink, mate.
He just gives you a wave back. And yeah, she lets you go. The person behind her watches you like a hawk as you go. Like you see their head. But you don't see their face, but you see their head just move and follow you as you leave.
As they literally head out the door, Mist will just put a hand up as if to say, like, bye, because she's aware that he's watched. Like, she wants it to be clear that she knows.
Yeah, and Hicks just looks at him, or whatever it is, as she walks out the door. And there's no emotions, but she's got like a suspicious look on her face. Like, oh, I'm fucking watching you, mate.
They don't react. They don't. They just watch. So yes, you have been tasked with stealing something from a museum.
Yeah. As they're all getting back into the warehouse and all that, like, she takes all of the stuff off and saves her, and she's like, fucking hell, that was fucking creepy. I've never seen such creepiness shit in my life. What the fuck was that? Does anyone know what the shit that is?
She seemed weird.
Very, very odd.
The way how she talked as well. It's like, dude, like, the fuck?
Sean, from links and things that Mist might have picked up, has anyone spoken about this lady before that she maybe knows of? A strange collector, very odd lady.
I mean, you can always go to your. I believe you've got a friend. That's the wrong person.
Yes, an information broker.
Yes. Obviously, you can always go to Vance and ask him if he knows of anyone.
Yeah, let's drop in on the way back.
Yeah.
He is a little. You have to have to go a little bit out the way to get to him.
Yeah.
He's not residing in the docks. But yeah, you head on over to him. Do you take everyone else with you, or do you to go on your own?
I think I will take the others close to, and then go in on my own. Yeah, just because she doesn't want a sudden group of people going into a building with, like, it might look like she's just dropping in to say hi, but if you go in with a group, then it's like
Thunder
business
finds
might
a
be
nearby
happening.
street corner and takes a seat.
And also, Hicks is banned from going there home because she keeps fucking stealing from the guy. So, skunk. You're like, no!
So you head on in.
Yeah.
To Vance's little. I think we decided he had just like a little office.
Yes. And there was some other sort of cover thing going on.
I think he had like a.
Sorry, while you have this conversation, I'm going to run and grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. So you head on in.
Yeah.
And he's got like I said, he's got like I can't remember what we said his business was. Let's just say he's a moneylender.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you head on in, and he's got his like fair, shabby but well appointed office.
Mm-hmm. Aunt, how are you?
Oh, hello, love. How are you doing? How are you keeping?
Keeping well, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing very well. Tea? And he kind of
yes, please.
He's just without getting up. He's got the teapot literally on his desk. He's like these like mismatched china cups, and he's like pours some tea into one. Help yourself to sugar and milk.
Thank you. She, as we've wandered across, will have just grabbed some biscuits and just pulls them out of her jacket.
Oh, lovely. He opens them up and puts them on a plate, and he puts them between you two. How can I help you today, my love?
Well, as you know, we're sort of getting back into things a little bit. We've taken some time off, and we've had a really interesting meeting today. Someone very peculiar. Interested in collecting all sorts of strange objects, and speaks in a very interesting tone, and has a rather large black-cloaked person who seems to be a bodyguard, but it's hard to be sure.
Do you have a name for me?
Did we get any names? Like,
yeah, Gwyneth. Gwyneth. The person that we met was called Gwyneth.
Cool. Gwyneth, I believe.
Gwyneth. Doesn't ring a bell, to be honest. Hang on. Kind of gets up. Heads over to one of his, bookshelves and just, rifles through to, one of the books and pulls one out, flips through it, closes it, puts it back. Doesn't put it back in the same place. Rummages through, pulls another book out, rummages through, closes it, puts it on top of the bookshelf. It's an OCD person's nightmare, this man, as he proceeds to...
But somehow he knows where things vaguely are still. just vaguely.
And he opens a drawer, leafs through some papers, puts them on the desk, opens another drawer, pulls out some more papers, leafs through the desk, grabs the papers from the desk, puts them on top of the papers he got from the second drawer, puts them into the second drawer.
As he's doing all of this, she's after a skull. Emerald, apparently. Has
the screaming one.
Yes, that one. Wants
Yeah.
us to take it. It's going to a ball or something, I believe.
Yes, they're having a big ball at the Museum of what is it, Deadlands History, but it's going to be unveiling it. Apparently, it's very beautiful.
Sounds like an intriguing thing. Can't touch it apparently. That doesn't
Yeah,
do people any good.
well, I think they said so about. Well, it's called the Screaming Skull. I'm going to assume it screams.
Only skin contact though, apparently. Intriguing.
I mean, it's not the weirdest thing I've heard from the Deadlands.
No, of course not. But still,
Uh,
you know.
There's the Eye Burrower. You can kind of gather what that's about.
Yes, I'd rather stay away from that.
Yeah, weird thing. They have to keep it in a metal box, otherwise it'll just fly straight at your eye.
Yeah, I wonder. She's probably got her eye on that as well, to be fair.
I hope not, because otherwise it will burrow it out.
Exactly.
And you can, while he's having this jovial, if not horribly morbid conversation,
Yeah.
he's been pottering around. I don't have. He comes back to his. I don't have anything on a Gwyneth, I'm afraid.
Huh. Intriguing.
I mean, I've got plenty of other nutcases who collect all kinds of weird shit, but nothing on a Gwyneth.
How peculiar. Do you happen to know anyone that might be going to the event? I imagine it's lots of high rollers, as it were.
Lots of people. It's like in the museum. That's in Brightstones. All the people who thinks their shit don't stink going there.
Yeah, might have to. Just debating about which way we go. You know, do we go early? Do we go afterwards? We'll figure it out. Good to know that there'll be a lot of people though.
Oh, there'll be lots of people. If you go on the night, there'll be lots of people.
Yeah.
Case of getting. Heard it's going to be a masquerade party though.
Handy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
Very good to know.
case of try maybe. I mean, that's my two cents. You can either, like you said, you can either go early, you can go after the ball, or you can try and find a way of forging an invite.
I shall definitely be thinking on it. You have been amazing help as always. Do enjoy the rest of
Sorry,
the
I
biscuits.
couldn't have help about the Gwyneth. Sorry, I couldn't have help about the Gwyneth character.
It's all good. If I find out more about her on our journeys, I shall let you know. Update your records.
Oh, that'd be very nice of you, love.
And enjoy gestures at the kind of fake paperwork that he's been doing.
Yes, I will enjoy it. Very good this morning. Like, you see that behind one of the pieces of paper he was looking at as you came in is just the newspaper with the crossword on it. So.
Amazing. Yes. Good luck.
Oh, thank you.
And with that, she shall drift her way out of the room. She's quite light-footed, I like to think.
So yes, you leave. You rejoin your cohort.
I think by now we'd have had a practiced way to regroup that isn't like right outside.
Yeah.
So there's like different routes. We know the roads to connect together. Because we be smart.
Be heckin' doing the smarts.
And yeah, as she groups back up, when they get to somewhere that is safe to speak freely, she will let them know all of the information that she's collected, with specific interest in the masquerade masks.
Yeah. So yeah, you can. This is a twisting, turning city. There's plenty of like little alleyways you can duck into, and people wouldn't overhear you or anything.
Yeah.
And you can have this conversation of possible planning.
Mm. It's interesting that he didn't know of her. It
Really?
happens
Of lots of people.
occasionally, but yeah. For such an unusual figure, she apparently keeps herself quite well hidden.
Yeah. That is odd. I think our next bet is to check and see how the security system is in the museum. Look, guys, I appreciate the idea that we should go and go to the wall, but fuck that, mate. I'd rather go before, mate. Just so you know.
That's fair.
Okay, let's see.
If we go before as well, we've got a bit of additional time to play with, potentially.
Yeah.
If something goes awry.
I think my man Frank might know some shit, especially the security systems in the museum.
You know anyone who can get us a replica?
What did he say?
A replacement.
Oh, why don't you say so?
Another one.
All right, yeah. Well, let's check and see what Frank says. So that way we can take it from there. But if not, you might know somebody that's near the city that does this shit.
Yeah,
Let's
that would be handy.
let's get up there.
I
Right.
need someone
So
to do it in a day.
Yeah. It's just, but if he can't do shit, then he might know somebody else that knows the security systems.
So you head to Frake.
Yes.
My trusty locksmith.
So you head to Frake. What kind of establishment does he have? Is he also kind of like running a front outsider, or is he literally a locksmith, like a person who makes keys, but he also does some possible shady shit on the side?
Yeah, I think we also kind of made the idea that he was a bit old as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head to Frake's locksmiths, and you head through the door.
It dings. The bell dings. Ding, ding, ding.
Bell dings. He's like sat at his like workbench, just kind of like grinding away at some like at a key that he's currently working on.
Hey, Frankie.
Huh?
Hey,
Hey.
Frankie. How's it going?
Who's that? He kind of like he's got some of those glasses with a bunch of other magnifiers that fold down. He's got like 2 of them already folded, but he like folds down like about 6 others. He goes, "Oh, Hicks, how you doing?"
I'm doing good, mate. Just look, hey, look, I'm gonna have to ask another favor.
Another favor?
Yeah. So,
But you still owe me. You still owe me that eel that you borrowed the other week.
oh yeah. Oh shit.
I didn't want to ask questions of what you were doing with a live eel, but you know.
Oh no. I think that was I think Thunder wanted him, but I can't remember why. But he's fine. The little guy's fine. I'll bring him back the next time. I just completely forgotten because we've just got a big hit. Okay, so
You better do. Petuna gets very, very antsy.
I know she does. Don't worry, she's been well taken care of. She's eaten her favorite mouses. You know. I still remember.
She eats mice. She eats grubs. Don't feed her mice. I'll give her terrible indigestion.
But you told me to give her mice last time, mate.
Oh, I didn't say. I said don't feed her mice. Only grubs.
You know what? I think that's because you had the fucking drill in the background, mate.
I've got to do my work, otherwise I don't pay the bills.
All right. I'll remember to get the grub next time. Okay, all right. Look, so will you be able to help me for this one?
I don't know. You've not told me what you want yet.
Okay. Well, if anything, it seems to be on board. We need to figure out the security system of the museum in Brightstone. Is it Brightstone?
Brightstone?
Yeah.
What?
The Deadlands one. You know,
The
the Deadlands
Deadlands
one?
Museum?
Yeah.
Oh. You have like Potters over to like a load of scroll tubes that is like on his wall, and he pulls them out and just pulls out. No, chucks it over his shoulder. Goes to another scroll tube, pulls it. I think it might be this one. Kind of slams this big roll of paper onto his desk, and kind of like unfurls it. I think this is the Museum of Deadlands History. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. He kind of like does that thing that old people do of like
Yeah.
their lips as they're trying to
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. The one I keep thinking of is that one old guy that was refurbishing Woody in Toy Story 2. Think of that art.
You've got the main doors, and then let's see here. You've got you've got the
Is there like a side door, back door at all? She's like start looking as well, but she can't fully make out fully of the blueprints.
There are two doors. There's one to the north and one to the south.
Oh yeah, I see them.
The south door is smaller, but it's a lot better locked. The front door is weaker because it's Brightstone. It's fancy and all glass and stuff.
No, that makes sense because it's part of the original building. I'm assuming the back one was updated, right?
No, same building, same old thing, but just more sturdy. People assume that people want to break in through the back door.
No,
So,
clever bastards. Okay.
So, security system wise, I don't really know. I mean, most likely just guard patrols. But let's have a look here. Got the main exhibition area. They tend to keep like a big skeleton of stuff they find in the Deadlands there.
Oh yeah. I think that's probably where they're gonna go. So I don't know if you heard.
The entire thing is all stuff from the Deadlands. So,
Yeah.
So I mean then upstairs you've got stuff from tombs they've found, and then around the top of the main exhibition area you got other trinkets and doodads. Let's see here. You've got it probably would be the main area, the one with all the skeletons and stuff. Yeah,
Right.
In there because that's where the big money is. People always go and see the big skeletons and stuff.
Yeah. Right. So basically, I want to tell you something here, Frank. So the thing that we're looking after, the thing that we're after is that emerald skull thing.
What emerald skull thing?
You'll be like, have you not seen the latest news, mate?
No.
Where's your newspaper? She quickly like looks at the front, realizes it's not there. It's like, when's the last time you had your fucking newspaper?
Oh, I stopped paying for that. So there's always bad news anyway.
Yeah, you know what? You're fucking right. Okay, so basically in the basically presenting, there's gonna be like a ball or something like that, and we're gonna be presenting a new artifact, which is the skull. Apparently, if you touch it with your bare hands, it fucking screams.
That sounds like a terrible skull.
You know, right? Yeah, like before the person said like what they wanted was to do with before they said like touch it screams. I was like, oh, that's good value. And then after that, it's like, oh, that's just gonna be fucking annoying, mate. Okay, so yeah, so
well,
we just
is this and go like points his little bony crooked thing next to the front, like around the corner from the front door. There is.
Oh yeah, that's it.
There's an emergency exit.
Oh,
Not really. Not this. That must be a new addition, mainly because on this blueprint it looks newer. They've rubbed out the wall and put a door there. And that's just around. And then, as you see in the plan here, it's literally just the door next to it leads into the main exhibition area. That could be the way in.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Could be anyway, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot, but we'll still keep the north and south idea a go.
The south, you'd have to go a bit longer. And
Yeah.
you come to like a crossroads, and you have to go like going towards the north. You have to go to your left and go down. But yeah, that's. But locks shouldn't be anything too complicated. They'll probably be more than happy to keep it simple due to like I said, there's probably guards.
Don't suppose you still have the old impress of the keys at all? Like a double, maybe?
I'm not sure. Kind of stands up and rummages through like a couple of boxes and things. I've got these. He kind of pulls out some old keys. They look very old. I don't. Obviously, they may have updated them since. I think this was when the museum was first built, which is a good few years ago. They might have updated it since then.
Fuck yeah. Okay, you keep your keys, mate.
Oh,
I'll have to use it.
It's fine. Kind of puts
I'll
them
just
back.
have to go and use the old tinkering way, so...
Oh, alright then, fine. Anything else?
No, mate, I think this is all good.
Oh. Okay then.
Thanks for that, Frank. Oh, sorry, you're...
I'm boring you, am I? Sorry about that.
No, mate, it's, oh, no, because of the fact, the person that hired us, she was fucking creepy, man. Like, that's probably shivered me, mate, so I'm just like, kept me on my toes.
Yeah. If she wants some weird stuff, she probably would be creepy.
Yeah. Then suppose you might know the name Gwyneth at all?
I mean, no.
Thought I'd quickly ask anyway. Anyway.
Fair enough.
Alright. How about if I pay you for your time? So I'll give him 10 coins. So, like, yeah, have you get 10 coins.
10 coins, Tanny, was the amount that was like put down for all of us to have as a good reward.
Yeah, she puts like a couple of coins in. I forgot how the currency system works.
like 1 coin is enough for like most things.
Yeah.
Anything above like 1 or like anything kind of above 3, you're destabilizing economies.
Oh yeah, so she puts a coin on. Like, there you go, mate. And I promise you, I'll get you Petunia back soon. All right. Once it's done, once this situation happens done, I'll make sure I bring her back, and hopefully, I'll promise to give her the proper grub that you've made sure.
Good, do it. Otherwise, she gets terrible indigestion if you give her anything else.
Yeah. That's probably the reason why she's probably having a problem. Yeah. Okay. And then she's like runs her back out. All right. See you later, mate, Frank. Thanks for the help.
Beatnik.
Yep. She goes and find Mist and Thunder.
Yeah.
I assume we have a similar meeting up afterwards.
Yep. You meet back up once again, easily able to find like a alleyway or something like that, somewhere to duck into to relay the information that you've just obtained.
Yeah. So she goes and explains. So she's got, there's a front and the back, as it says on the blueprint, but we've discovered another one. It was an emergency exit. That's just nearby.
That could be handy.
It could be handy. but I think we should scope it out before we make the decision to go in, because I want to make sure that what we're looking at and what the locks are, I know I've got the proper equipment for it.
Yeah, of course.
And also, I did ask if he knew about this chick, and no, he don't know anything.
She's as much of an enigma as what she collects, I suppose.
At this point, yeah.
Thunder,
So-
have you got anywhere that you're wanting to drop in on as we're making the rounds?
No, I don't have any contacts like this sort of thing.
That's fair.
He doesn't.
I don't.
You don't. But so you're wanting to quickly pop to the museum and have a look around. Well, not necessarily look around the museum, but look around the area of the museum.
Yeah, look around the grounds if we can. That makes sense.
Yeah, you go there. It's a kind of two-story. I say two-story. Please hold.
Holding.
It's like a two-story building, and very sweat. First and foremost, as you're going into Brightstone, you go from the docks and from like Crow's Foot and stuff like that, all these kind of like relatively grimy areas, to Brightstone, which is pristine, is well kept, is well cleaned. Any vegetation or like bushes or trees are well manicured, and are all like the like I said, the streets are swept, possibly even like cleaned with like water and things like that.
What,
This
real
is-
actual water?
This is where the wealthy stay,
Yeah.
and where a lot of affluent businesses reside.
I feel like Mist's outfit would... She'd look like the lower end of fancy, but she likes to keep herself quite well kept.
Yeah.
So she kind of specifically dresses in a way that she can dress it up or down, dependent on where she is.
Thunder
Fair
does
enough.
not look like he belongs here.
Yeah, Hicks don't either.
To the point of anyone who passes, which I think by this time it's getting on in the day, but it's not night or anything. But there are many people meandering around the streets and sitting on the benches and lounging in the park and stuff like that. And anyone who goes past your little group do look at Hicks and Thunder with an upturned nose and and a look of derision. They do give Mist a bit of a look as well, because like you said, it's the lower end, so
Yeah.
these are very judgmental people. But yeah, they look at they give you a look, but not as much of a look as the other two. And yeah, you reach the museum. Sort of big sign outside the Museum of Deadland History, and yeah, it's a very, like I said, sizable building. Not huge, but still 2 floors. Seemingly, you can't get around all the way around the back because it's fenced off.
Yeah.
But it's fairly nice looking. You can already see, like, straight away there is a guard stood outside.
Mhm.
And at the moment the museum is open, so you could enter if you wanted to, but you can see that inside there are like 2 more guards stood inside.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is during opening hours, so that may change. during the not so open hours, but you don't know that.
Is it free to enter? Like museum, or is it a paid?
No. This is you once again, like, peering through the windows, you can see a desk off to as you're entering from the north. It's to the right as you enter, with a very well-appointed lady sat behind it, with a cash box and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it is pay to enter.
Thunder finds somewhere outside where he can see the guard, but also sit at such a distance that he just sort of blends into the background.
There are some hedges lining, not lining, but they are like dotted along the road, going along the same side as the museum, which would afford you a vantage point to see that guard at the front. You could either go behind them, go in them, or...
I don't think he's trying to hide... Like, he's trying to hide in the way that...
hiding in plain sight.
He's a mess, and it's like... It's not my problem to deal with that.
No.
So I don't see that thing there. But he just wants to have a line of sight on this, and he's gonna, at least for a few hours, if not until the museum closes, just keep a watch and get the external guards' pattern of movement.
Okay, so pretty much opposite the opposite side of the road to the museum, there is just a bench. You could literally sit on the bench and
he parks himself, mumbles.
Yeah. And again, people go past on the street, give you a dirty look.
Mumbles louder at people if they give a particularly dirty look.
But yeah. So you sit there for a few hours watching that guard. What are the other two doing?
Hicks is just having a browse. If anything, she feels a bit like out of place because she's still she's completely covered up, so she's just like having a look around, completely feeling out of place. And
so you're just, watching the surrounding area,
roughly, and checking out. She's also checking out the artifacts and everything. Like she's kind of shifting from what's looking around, and then ooh, what's this?
So you're going in the museum.
She kind of sees the artifacts out, because I'm assuming it'd be artifacts outside the museum. So she's just kind of looking around a bit.
No artifacts outside the museum.
Well, shit.
When they charge for the museum,
they charge for the museum.
They don't put stuff outside because you get that for free.
The question is, does it show how much it is before going in?
Yeah, and this is 3 coins, three coin to get in.
Oh yeah.
This is big swanky area.
I feel perhaps one of us should. Shall I take a scout inside? You scout outside?
Hicks nods to that. Yeah, go on. You're not gonna lie, you look more proper than us both.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the Hicks is going to just watch around outside. Thunder is staking out the guard outside, and Mist is heading inside. So Mist, you head inside. It is a pristine lobby with a marble floor.
Oh, I would say that Hicks will start going around the back, have a proper circular around the building. As
so you wish to try and get over the fence around that's keeping people away from the back of the building.
She has a look around to see if there's an opening. Yeah, and trying to keep out of sight.
There are no openings to the fence. If you want to try and hop the fence, you can, but I will want to roll for that.
Oh, why not?
With this game, you choose what you roll, but there is the not necessarily hard rule, but there is the kind of expected rule of don't be a weasel, which roll what you think makes sense for hopping the fence, but don't roll something you're good at just because you're good at it.
Let's see. Sense. Yeah. So we've got insight, prowess, or resolve. And let's see.
You're rolling the things underneath that.
Yes. Okay.
If you hover over one of the words like finesse or prowl or whatever, it will tell you what they are, like what kind of things those entail.
Oh yeah.
So like I said, I can't tell you what to roll, but I would think this would most likely be something like prowl.
Yeah, I was just looking at prowls. I'm thinking I might go for a prowl roll and take it from there.
Yeah, give me a prowl roll.
All right.
The position will be risky.
Yeah.
And the effect will be normal, or whatever they say, roughly.
Standard.
That'll do.
Any bonus size? None.
No bonuses, no. 5. That is a success, but with a complication. This is you happen to find one bit of the fence. This is like a spiked fence. You manage to find a bit with some of the spikes have kind of dulled and kind of gotten a bit wonky. Not like with these people, they're probably intending on replacing it very shortly, but they're a place where you're not going to get hurt by these spikes. So you hop the fence, but as you're hopping the fence, you do well. This occurs, but you don't see it occur. It does catch some of your clothes, and a piece of your clothes is caught and hanging off the rail.
Which clothes is it? It's not my... Okay.
Just your shirt.
Oh my god.
Your underpants.
So, your
bit of my cloak.
You got a bit on your pants.
You got a wedgie on the fence.
It's probably my cloak.
Yeah. Okay. But there's a thing there. But yeah, you're inside the grounds.
Yep, and I'll keep to the shadows and have a good look around.
Yep. Okay. While you're doing that, we have our lady on the inside.
Yep.
Looking pretty.
And Mist, you approach the counter. There's a lady out there.
What time of day is it?
It's getting on for about maybe. It's getting on towards 4 o'clock, 4:30.
Okay.
So it's getting close to closing time, but they're still letting people in.
Good afternoon. 1 for the museum, please.
That'd be 3 coin.
Of course. And we'll hand it over.
And she takes it. And she pulls out a ticket and here you go. And hands you over a ticket.
Thank you. What time do you close today?
We close at 5:30.
Lovely. I'll make it a quick explore then.
She just gives you a bit of a kind of a patronising smile, but
yep, we'll continue on in. She won't pay any notice to it. She saw it, but she isn't going to take her up on it.
So you go through. So you kind of head back away, almost towards the front door, but then across from the front door is another door, which leads to a crossroad corridor.
Okay.
And you can either you can first you can see straight on is
Mhm.
a set of double doors that look very sturdy and are barred.
Okay.
Um,
So that would give me the sense that maybe it's some sort of secure
either secure or,
space.
judging by what Hicks found out, they did say the back door was very well
Yeah.
bolted and more secure. So it may well just be the back door.
Mhm.
Along from that is like closer to you from to that door. There's it's hard to describe. So straight ahead, like all the way down the bottom of the corridor, is this big sturdy door.
Yeah.
And then before that door, to the right of it, is a small door, saying reading room. Like with a
Okay.
little sign saying reading room. And then a little bit further, once again, even further towards you, is another set of double doors, which has next to it a sign saying staff room.
Okay. She will sort of follow the signs of the museum, but she's making mental notes.
Yeah.
Of where different things are.
Yeah. You mooch around, and you head to your right first of all down the like I said, the crossroad corridor. You head to the right.
Yep.
And there's a room that contains a lot of various artifacts, like little weird carvings and stones and things like that. And there is a set of stairs in that room that lead up.
Yeah.
As you head up, there's a bunch of there's a from this in so above this room with all like the carvings and stuff like that, it seems to be a room that contains stuff from tombs. So various sarcophagi and some mummified people.
Yeah.
And other objects like something like akin to canoptic jars and like ceremonial swords and daggers and things like that were apparently buried with various people.
Mhm.
And there's a door that leads pretty much where you went along the corridor on the lower floor. There's a
Yeah.
door pretty much that mirrors that, which leads to another long corridor, which leads to what would lead to the opposite side.
Mhm.
But in front of that is a kind of a rope, what do you call it? Like a rope,
Like the divider.
a rope like thing, like a rope gate.
Yeah.
Saying main exhibition hall closed due to ball preparations.
Okay.
And there is a guard stood on the opposite side of the rope to make sure people don't wander through anyway.
Can I use I want to say, can I use a survey to see if, whilst having a chat with guard, I can see what's in the room, if it's just a rope blocking? I assume there's views still in.
Is the ropes blocking the corridor leading to
okay. So
and it's
no,
like,
I can't see in that.
and it's like the rope is like at the very start of the corridor leading to that door. So you can't really see that far.
Okay, that's fair. So she will just continue her way around.
Okay. And yeah, it's various other statues and carvings and fossils and various bits and bobs from
Yeah.
throughout the Deadlands. Some of them are horrible. Like you got like some weird kind of black obelisks and like rocks that are seemingly made like similar to what you're supposed to be coming in here to get.
Okay.
Like almost like bones made out of gems.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's various oddities and artifacts and things like that. So
she's also would want to just make a sort of mental note of any like unbarred windows, things like that. Just as she's trying to, as inconspicuously as possible, explore the space.
yeah. You don't. Well, actually, no. Make me a survey roll to see if you do notice anything unbarred.
Cool.
Once again, and I know I shouldn't tell you what to roll, but I feel survey is really what you need to roll here.
Yeah, it's what I would be
surveying
rolling here
you're
anyway. Is this risky, controlled?
I would say this is controlled because you're just mooching around, looking about.
Strolling and wandering, reading some signs.
Yeah.
Cool. Do
And
that.
it's-
And effect is standard.
Standard effect, no bonuses.
Cool.
You die. No.
Oh.
What is with you guys and rolling the same number twice?
Yeah. Lord knows.
You look around. You see. There are many windows in this place. It is very well lit. This is Duskfall, where it's in almost perpetual night.
They're getting any kind of light in possible.
Yeah, there are a lot of windows. They all look fairly simple. They look very nice, but like when you're looking at them, they don't look very, very complicated.
Okay.
But as you are because this is a success with a complication.
Mm-hmm.
As you are walking on, you're kind of like wandering around, looking at the windows, trying to like make out you're looking at things. Then one point you knock into one of the signs, like freestanding signs.
Yeah.
And it falls over, clattering, and like as you're whether you're trying to write it or whether you're trying to just like wander off, you do notice that a guard is now sort of peering around a corner at you.
She would try and write it and just be like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I got so distracted with the
learning.
with the displays."
So much learning.
Yes.
Yeah. He kind of like smiles and nods, but he continues just looking at you.
Yeah. She will continue around. She won't like Scarpa. Yeah. She's very, very careful to like make it genuinely look as if she was distracted by the displays, but still has more looking to do. She's trying not to draw attention to it.
Yeah. You continue mooching around, looking. This guard does follow you. It's like just watching.
Yeah.
Not like going right up to you and saying, "What the fuck are you doing?" But like just keeping an eye on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, possibly suspecting things of you, possibly just thinking, well, if she knocked over a sign, she might knock into one of the displays and break something.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, you are shadowed while you're going around the museum.
Oh dear.
Hicks, what are you doing while you're mooching around there outside?
Well, I'm just having to see if there's any other So we find out that there is there might be a chance of emergency exit, and so she's going to look at that and also look for the back end as well, and just see anything else of suspicious or anything that can at least be some sort of opening, or anything that could be of interest for us to make it easier to get in one of the nights we can.
The ground floor, the upper floor, there's windows everywhere. The ground floor, there are very few windows.
Yeah, so she's definitely gonna try and slowly carefully peek through some of them if it's completely no curtains or about anything like that.
I'm gonna want to prowl from you
Oh,
to.
prowl again? Yeah.
Once again, like I said, I know I shouldn't be telling you what to roll,
Right.
but prowl makes sense.
Risky and standard.
Risky and standard for you.
Let's try again. No bonus dice. 6 and a 1.
6.
There we go. At least we've broken the same numbers now.
You went to the two extremes, but and
My question is, which is the bad one or which one's the good one?
with this, I'll explain. I'll explain later. But you got a 6. Which means full success. There are no complications to this. You just succeed. And yes, you peek through the windows. As you go around, you first of all come to a window that kind of looks into what looks like a room that houses seemingly like a bunch of pottery.
Okay.
Like some jars and vases and things like in various states of repair, or some of them pristine, but yeah, they're various things. Further around, you come to a room that has a lot of tables and some chairs and some sofas.
Oh,
and you do see a couple of kind of well-dressed individuals, kind of learned-looking individuals sitting at them, having tea, and maybe having a quick bite to eat or something.
There's a little restaurant in there.
And
Cafe.
then as you go around further, as you hit the corner of this, because this room kind of almost juts out from the building, you come to the corner, and round the corner, obviously once again you're proud and you succeeded, so you've not you kind of peek around the corner and you see a sturdy door leading into the building with 2 guards stood outside.
Huh.
With some steps leading up to it. And only 2 or 3 steps.
Right. Okay. Would this consider on the blueprint that this might be either the south door or the emergency exit?
This is the south door.
Got it.
This is directly you saw the front entrance. This is, you can kind of extrapolate, this is directly opposite the main entrance.
Right. I see. So as she's carefully looking at this door and the guards, is there anything that she can see? How far is it from where she is compared to where the door is now?
It's probably about 15 feet from the corner that you're stood at.
Yeah, so basically, is it easy to see if there's a keyhole or some sort of?
There's a big keyhole, and that's all you can see. And there's a big keyhole. There's a big keyhole on one of the doors, it's a double door.
Okay.
One of the doors, and then further up, there's another keyhole on the other door.
Right.
So it's almost like these doors interlock with each other.
Okay. Okay, and what does the security, do the security guards look normal, like you see what we've seen before in front of like what we see at the moment with the rest of the
Yeah.
museum?
One's a very big, burly individual with a relatively small, like almost comically small moustache,
Yeah.
and the other one's a little shorter, a little bit more slight, and he's got like a small like goatee beard.
Right, okay.
But they just like stood at attention, looking straight down a path that leads away from the door.
Alright, so they're not facing where I am now, is it like completely different direction?
They're technically facing your direction, but not. They're facing directly south. You're kind of a little bit to the southeast.
Right, got it.
So they're not looking directly at you, but if you were to try and dart across, they would see you.
Okay. Oh then, okay. Alright. And so she's gonna try. Okay, so she's basically there's nowhere else to go except for like having to go forward to the door. But at this point, she's like, I'm not going over there. So she's gonna head back. She's gonna like she's seen what she's seen. She's gonna head back, but she's also gonna try and figure out where this door is, this emergency exit door is. Like,
Fair enough.
it's basically she's worried because the fact is that if she's gonna go and try on the other side, there is no other way if she can go on the other side because most of it is kind of guarded up, blocked up. So if anything, if she were to try and go on the other side, you have to go past the south door.
Yeah.
But she's gonna have a look around first. She's gonna have a look around, see if there's anything on the floor.
You head back the way you come. There's nothing on the floor. It's just grass. I say grass, kind of a weird, dry grass that is pretty much all you can really get in Duskfall.
Yeah. She's more curious to say, like, if there's an emergency exit, I bet there's a really cool secret hatch.
You don't see anything that you would consider an emergency exit.
Mm.
We'll move on to Thunder, who has been sitting patiently looking at this guard. At the moment, while it's open, all you really see is the guard just stood to one side of the door, just kind of watching people as they go by. Anyone who comes in, he kind of like gives them a smile and a nod. And just occasionally looks at his watch, pulls out like a pocket watch and has a look at it. He's seemingly eager to get this place closed up so he can either go home or get on with like patrolling or whatever he's doing. But yeah, for the time being, that's all you really see. It's just kind of he just stays there, and just sit and just like I said, just guards
the door
for the time being. We move, so we'll get back to you. We move to Mist quickly. You're still mooching around, or are you starting to like head towards the entrance to?
Starting to make her way out. She's definitely not like making it a quick exit.
Yeah, just going because you've seen everything.
Yeah, I've wandered around everywhere.
Yeah, so you head on out.
Mm-hmm.
And the guard outside gives like a little tip of his cap and says, "Thank you for coming."
She will just nod back at him and continue walking.
And you head on out. We'll go back to Hicks quickly. You get back to pretty much to where you hopped the fence. Are you wishing to hop back over the fence, or are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna hop back over the fence.
Right. So make me another prowl to see if you can hop over the fence successfully, or whether you.
No, risky, standard, bonus dice, nothing. Not very successful, I'm afraid.
Very successful. So with this, you once again you get over the fence, no problem. You do land pretty hard. You don't hurt anything, but a couple of people kind of walking by, like on the other side of the road, who normally, like, if you'd managed to get a 6, they wouldn't have noticed you even jump across the fence. But because you land pretty hard, they do kind of look around and, oh my, what are you doing? So you were noticed mooching around.
Oh, shit.
They didn't necessarily see you hop the fence, but they heard you go, like, land hard. So, like,
Somebody
it's
was
suspicious.
jumping in the street.
Someone has seen someone of your description doing something suspicious.
Fuck.
But that's fine.
But
We're not going to do anything else suspicious near this museum in the not short future, are we?
No. So we go back to Thunder. You're once again sat watching. It gets to 5:30, and the guard kind of like stretches out a bit and goes to and opens and holds the door open, and a few people potter out too, and another guard kind of comes to the door as well and gives the last of the people a wave, and then that guard who came and gave a wave goes inside, and the other guard who's been stood outside the entire time goes in and pulls out a ring of keys and locks the front door.
Right.
And then seems to stand in the front foyer, and a bunch of the rest of the guards come around, and there's some gesticulation of chatter, and then they all kind of part and go. They all kind of go different directions. Like some go straight through the door opposite the front door. Some head off either side. So yeah, they almost like they discussed what they were going to like. What they
was the gesticulation of chatter? Was that like, we're gonna go do this thing now, or was it like, did you see that game last night?
More like a briefing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it seemed more briefing.
Right.
Like you two that way, you two that way, you straight on, you two upstairs.
So, Bill, you'll be checking out in the pottery. Oh, I hate the pottery, man! You always put me on the pottery! You do it better than us. Oh, fuck's sake, fine. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's what you see of your stakeout of the guard.
And the guard that came out the front stood out the front?
No, all of the guards have now gone inside.
Okay.
There's no one outside now. It's just like he was outside to, I don't know, possibly try and tackle anyone who tried to make a run with it with something from the museum.
And then he goes back inside.
But he goes back inside, and he's evidently going to be helping with the patrols and stuff like that.
Thunder will give it maybe an hour after they close to just check and see if all of the guards stay inside, if anyone patrols the outside of the building.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then we'll disappear into the darkness and find everybody else.
Right. So we'll go back to Hicks momentarily.
Okay.
So you've jumped the fence again.
Yep.
Are you going to go along the other way to see if you can find a way over the other side of the fence?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm just like going the other way.
Right. As you go past the main entrance,
I wave at Thunder. Oi.
you
Oi.
give a little wave to Thunder.
Oh, I do quickly go to Thunder real quick, saying, just check outside. There's a south door, not the emergency exit, and 2 guards guarded.
When they close
Okay.
the front, the guard goes inside.
Right.
They're
We'll check
patrolling
the
the
other side.
outside.
We'll check the other side of the fence.
As you head towards the other side,
Yep.
you're kind of like looking around the building, and literally, as you go to the right, like as you go past the main entrance, you kind of like look around the side wall, because you kind of like the wall kind of turns and like goes. It kind of like as like almost like a turret almost thing going on either side of the door.
You will.
As you look around the side of one of these turrets, you see a door.
Emergency exit. Yeah.
It's fairly. It's like it's made to look like it's part of the wall. It's not like fucking camouflaged, but it's like it's painted the same color so that it blends in. So it's not like a blatant fucking door. But
Yeah.
there is like there's like a single step that leads up to it.
Right. Okay. Anything else I need to know about this door? Is it like a one-way system, or is it just? Does it have like anything on the top, like a door handle lock?
It seems you don't see any keyhole. Doesn't mean it can't be opened, but
Not easy to open from the outside.
not going to be easy to open from the outside.
Right. Got it.
But that is the emergency exit.
Right. Got it. I will head back then immediately.
Head back immediately. Thunder, you sit outside for a little while longer. You don't see anyone patrol outside.
Okay.
You do see occasionally a guard will pass the main door and disappear off, and as well as that, you'll see as you're sitting there watching obviously shortly after it closes, the lights turn off, but you do see like light moving around in different windows and things like that to show that guards are going kind of all over the place. So you'll see them in like an upper window go by and go dark, and you'll see them like see another one go by on the lower floors, and so there's a reasonable retinue of guards. But no one outside. Like I said, occasional person going by the front, but not often.
As Thunder goes to leave, he's been told about this door around the corner.
Yeah.
Can he go and see if that is still guarded as well, or have they gone inside from there also?
As in the guards on the south door?
Yes. First of all, can he see that from the street? Or
No.
would he need to hop the fence?
That was a thing that Hicks had to hop the fence for.
Right.
It's like literally opposite side of the building.
Then he won't do that thing.
Fair enough. So you all meet back up.
Yep.
Using your secretive ways. In Brightstone, it's a little bit harder to find somewhere out the way to converse and share information.
Yeah.
But it's possible to do. Just takes a little bit longer. But yeah, you find a place, and I'm assuming, share all the information that you find.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a quick interruption to the game, are we going to pause the action soon and stop for the night and come back to this next time?
I feel we're going to have to, because this has taken far longer than I anticipated.
Yes. I feel that if there is a good point in around the next, say, 10 minutes or so,
Yeah, that
would
is
be
fine. Because reasonably, it's at this point, like I said, you've discussed. All I would really want
Mm-hmm.
at this point is: are you trying to get in before? Are you trying to go in after? Are you trying to go in during the ball? I'm assuming the ball is no, but I could be wrong.
personally speaking, I think the ball is a no.
I don't think we've got enough people that could blend in at the ball.
To be honest, the fact is that the ball is a no-no for Hicks because it would be a disadvantage for her because she would have to dress up, and she can't reveal
Unveil.
her look, unveil her look. Yeah.
It is a masquerade ball,
It's
but
masquerade.
yeah.
Oh, I misheard that. I
So
apologize.
it is a masked ball.
I feel that if we can get a replica done,
Mm-hmm.
then going beforehand, stealing it, and if they even have like a passing replica to replace it with so that they don't immediately notice it's gone,
Yeah.
that's probably the best plan. That does give us very little time to get the replica made.
Do you think we should go back to Frank and see if the ones that we've got by key wise should match one of the doors?
Well, I mean, we need a replica of the skull.
Oh.
So that they don't suddenly go to unveil it on Masquerade Night and go, it's not here, let's immediately start hunting for the people what stole it. Oh, there was that strange person who knocked over the sign and that other person who jumped the fence the other night. And the homeless bum that sat outside the museum for 2 hours.
Tapping his drum.
Like some sort of pervert.
Yeah. All those drum playing perverts.
Goddamn.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just quickly going to the out of context quote.
It's either we get a replica and we try and do it the night before the ball, or we do it after.
You know what? I think the after one would work, because that way it will be fully on display. But I'm worried about the security being a little bit more tight. But I think we can handle it in a way.
I think security would be less tight after they've done the initial unveiling. But
yeah, let's go afterwards. Yeah, we'll go after the ball.
Sean?
Yeah, I'm okay with after. They're just putting it back on display in the museum, right? That was what we understood.
Yeah, from what you've been told, the ball is to unveil it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we have a new thing. Look at the pretty skull. And then it's going to be on display where they're unveiling it, which is going to be the main exhibition hall.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool then. I think we'll go afterwards, because it also means we might be able to sow the seeds of doubt that someone at the ball replaced it.
Fair enough. Then we can leave it there, and we'll begin next time with an engagement roll to see how well your footing is at the beginning, and all that jazz.
Cool. Well, I guess that I will take over at this point and look into the camera and say thank you guys in the chat so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It's a great way for you guys know we go live in a completely free way that you can support us on the channel. It really, really does mean a lot to us, and it helps us do the things that we do. We also have a YouTube channel that you can go to catch all of the replays of our videos, and there's also going to be some exclusive content going up on the YouTube this year, as Jeff is looking to do some more role-playing games where it's hard to get people together do the streaming at the same time every week, and so he's going to do some YouTube exclusive content. I think one of those we might be getting something very soon, very exciting from Chaosium. So stay tuned for that. We also have a Discord you can join to chat with us about the games we're playing, the things we're doing, and out of context taking of quotes of things what are said just in general and also in the streams. We also have a website, www.finalbossfight.co.uk, that you can go to catch all of the written content, videos, the audio podcasts go up on there, as well as links to the YouTube and the Discord and all of our other social media accounts that I'm trying to be better at posting to, honest.
He lied. The lyingest lie that ever lied.
I'm
Lie.
trying.
We know your trait. I was only doing a joke.
I'm trying. I'm just not succeeding very hard.
We believe in you, John. We believe in you.
But we do also have the following streams coming up. Tomorrow night, Thursday night, and Monday night over on the Angel Games Player channel, Angel will be spinning the wheel of what game do I play and playing whatever game comes up from said wheel, because they were taking a really long time to play Yakuza because it's a long game.
It's a long-ass game.
And they got bored of playing just a singular game, so they're now playing all of the games. Or one of the games at a time, but we don't know what it is until they start the stream. Tomorrow night on FBF, we are going to be back. I'm going to be back with more FBF Craft v3, our modded Minecraft server. Hopefully the server will stand up to us going to the end this time. We had some massive glitches at the end of the last session. I've rolled it back to a save point, a backup point we had about 20 minutes, half an hour before the end of last session. Hopefully we're going to be able to get to the end and fight the Ender Dragon and the server not glitch out horribly. On Thursday night on FBF, we've got a very exciting new stream starting up, hopefully, where that Fox boy is going to be streaming for the first time and playing Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode with mods. Woo!
It's going to be good.
Which will be a whole new series, unless he dies in the first episode, and then
It's going to be a whole series, possibly a very short series, but a series nonetheless.
Depending upon how well he does, which, you know, should be decent. He knows what he's doing with that game.
Yeah.
He has got a lot of hours in it. We will give him that.
On Saturday, the Council of Tamrinor reconvenes as Tani is going to be drawing for us Novalee, the Goddess of Love, and Angel is also going to be there and drawing something.
Attention to herself.
On Sunday, Dungeon of the Mad Mage continues as the group make their way into the crystal caves where the cloakers are causing problems for Willow. And then Monday next week, we don't have a stream on FBF, but Tuesday next week, we're going to be breaking into a museum, you guys.
Museum!
That thing we just did all that heist prep for, we're going to do the heisty.
Yeah.
So we'll be back with more Blades in the Dark next week. But for now, Hoomst is live.
Oops.
I'm seeing
Zombie? Yeah.
Zombie Workshop, who is doing games and demos. What games and demos?
Does it be demo season, y'all?
It be demoing time.
Be next fest, motherfuckers.
Uh,
Sorry, I need to announce this on the stream. I've surpassed 3,000 things on my wish list on Steam.
Yes!
And with that in mind, we're going to send you guys over to Zombie, give him some love. We'll see you guys again real soon. For now, so long. Bye, guys.
Bye.